Water is the hub of life. Benjamin Franklin said, "When the well is dry, we know the worth of water." Water is necessary for life and therefore one of the most essential elements of preparedness. 1 to 3 gallons per person per day is considered a minimum requirement. Possible sources of water, if a water utility is not available, include streams, lakes, wells, and rain catchment systems. There are 4 general ways to ensure water is drinkable. First, desaltation, turning salt water into fresh water. On an individual or family level, this is expensive and slow. Second, sanitization. This uses products such as bleach to sanitize the water. Bleach sanitizing requires 8 drops of standard bleach. Avoid scented, color, and safe bleach or any with added cleaners per gallon of clear water. Now note that 20 drops equal 1 milliliter, 98 drops equal 1 US teaspoon. The major drawback to this method are you must have the sanitizing agent such as bleach, and you must do the math for careful measurement for the amount of water. Third is pasteurization, boiling water for 1 to 3 minutes and then allowing it to cool. This is an excellent method, but has some drawbacks. One must have the fuel to bring the water to a boil and the time to cool the water. And fourth is filtration. Filtrating the water, you can use a high-tech filter such as products from high-quality brand names such as Sawyer, Berkey, and Katadyn. You may find it necessary to pre-filter. This will help you extend the filter life and the quality of the water. Pre-filtering can be accomplished by running the water through sand, a coffee filter, or natural fibers such as silk, cotton, and burlap prior to using the high-tech filter. You may need to filter multiple times. On one occasion when I was in Canada hiking, when I reached my waypoint at a lake where I was going to replenish my water, the lake was green. So I waded out further and further into the lake and finally came to the conclusion I was going to drink green water. I filtered it 3 times through a Katadyn filter, where finally it was just a fine hue of green and the water was fine. I consider filtering the best method, and the first step of any disaster preparedness plan is to have a high quality filter. The regular size Sawyer filter can be purchased for about $30 and the mini Sawyer for about $20 at Walmart. There is always a potential risk in consuming any drink or food. If the water source is highly questionable, a more reliable approach is to combine methods. Filter, then boil. Now, what are considerations for storage and usage of water during a disaster? Commercially bottled water is one convenient way to store drinkable water, but it requires many bottles and space for storage. Other solutions are containers from 1 gallon to 7 gallon. One example being this container here, which is called a water brick, and you can buy a faucet or spigot extra. We use this for the sinks that we have in our cabin to wash our hands and brush our teeth when we have an electrical outage. An even larger container is an aquatainer. This can be obtained at Walmart. You can see it contains more water. It has a spigot or faucet. And we use this in our kitchen where you have the added requirement of washing dishes. And finally, you can have much larger containers. You can have barrels, 35, 45, 55 gallons, and even what's called a water tote, which is usually 275 gallons. Now, a few suggestions. With the larger containers, try to keep them where they're not out in the sun.
Often large water containers such as water totes will be outside. If outside, cover the water totes with a dark tarp. This will help block the sunlight and help prevent the growth of algae.
Also ensure when you purchase them or that they've been pressure washed, or pressure wash them yourselves. In addition, there's rain catchment systems. There's many examples of do-it-yourself plans available online. Whatever your storage method, follow manufacturing instructions. Know the capability of your equipment and follow all medical safety guidelines for water collection and storage. And filter all stored water before drinking.